Within ClassFlow, I can copy and paste any content except annotations from one card to another within the same lesson or into another lesson. In this short tip, we are going to look at how to copy and paste content between cards and lessons. In Builder, I need to select the card from my lesson that has the content on it that I want to copy. I'm just going to drag a box around it using my mouse to highlight all of the content on that page I want to copy. And I'm going to use my keyboard shortcut. In this case, I'm using a Windows computer, so I'm going to use Control-C to copy that content. Then I need to just move to my carousel and find the card that I want to copy that content onto it. And I'm going to use that shortcut again, Control-V, and you'll see that that has pasted that information on the card in the same location that it was on the original card. But what if I want to copy content from a card in one lesson to a card in another? Well, there are two ways that I can do this. The first way, I just follow the same steps as I just did for copying content from one card to another within the same lesson. So I want to just highlight by dragging my mouse around all the content that I want to copy, and then I'm going to use my keyboard shortcut Control-C to copy that. This time though, I'm going to go up to the top left here and click my back button to take me back into my drive, and I can locate the lesson I now want to move this content to. So in this case, I'm just going to use my new lesson here, and I'm going to click Edit Lesson. Then I just need to choose the card where I want this new content to go, and then again using my keyboard shortcut, I'm going to do Control-V and paste that onto the card, and as you can see, it pastes it into the same position that it was on the original card in my other lesson. As you can see here, I've gone back into my original lesson to show you the second way that I can copy content from one lesson into another. This time though, what I'm going to do instead of selecting the content on the card is I'm actually going to select the card I want and then go to the little cog or the little gear button at the top right of that card. In the menu that pops up, I want to select the option to copy card to another lesson. Once selected, it then opens up my dialog box down the right hand side here, and within here I can find the file that I want. So again, I'm just going to use this new lesson at the top and just click it to select it, and then click Select at the top right here. I then have a little pop-up dialog box that tells me that the card has been shared to that new lesson. And now what I can do is continuing to edit the current lesson that I'm on, or I can click here in that little pop-up box to go to the lesson where I've added that card. So you can see here it's taken me to that new lesson. The card has been added at the bottom here, and what I can do is I can just rearrange that anywhere that I want that to go into my lesson just by dragging it and dropping it. You'll also notice that this particular card in the original lesson also had a student card that was associated with it. So when I copy a teacher card over to a new lesson, any associated student cards that might belong to it will also come with it into that new lesson as well. Now that I have that copied content in my new lesson, I can click on it, go into a text box, and I can make any changes that I feel are necessary, just as I would creating any other content on my ClassFlow pages. If you have found this short tip useful, be sure to check out the other ClassFlow tips on our Promethean UKI YouTube channel.